What's up guys? So today we're looking at the right way for your day. And so in the supplement industry we see so many different types of protein out there. Today we're going to focus on probably the most common two, which is the WPI and the WPC. And these stand for Whey Protein Isolate and Whey Protein Concentrate. Both obviously whey proteins, but both have different purposes and both are suited for different times of your day. In a nutshell, basically your WPI is for straight after your workout, it's a fast absorbing protein, and your WPC is more suited for throughout the day. It's slower release and it's in a more natural state. Let's focus on the WPI first, and as I said, it's going to be your post-workout protein, your fast release, and because it is more processed, it has a naturally more dense protein content to it. So it's also naturally lower in fat and lower in lactose. It has a higher bioavailability of protein, so it is absorbed a bit more efficiently than your WPC, and it naturally has a higher concentration in branched chain amino acids, so a lot higher in leucine, so best suited for your repair, and that's why we recommend it straight after your workout. In addition to those, it's also higher in cysteine, so that's going to boost your immune function. It can also help control your blood glucose. In terms of whey protein concentrate, as I said, it's more for throughout the day. It is more of a natural state protein, so your body needs to digest through a bit more because it is in its more natural state. It's also higher in fat, higher in lactose, but it does have a great amino acid structure to it. And it's also high in CLA. Being more natural state protein as well, it does usually mean that it is a bit cheaper. So it really is important, guys, to make sure that you're maximizing your protein intake for throughout the day. Obviously don't go overboard on it. Try and work out how much you actually need based on the size of your body or your weight. But be sure to remind yourself that your protein is your main source of repair, which also means it's the main source of muscle growth, which can also mean greater metabolization for your body. So you can be metabolizing more and more effectively without doing as much if you're holding more muscle. With protein powders though, guys, it is a supplement, so they are supposed to pick up where your diet can't really handle or can't really keep up with the intake that you need. So I tend to max out on about 2 protein shakes a day. The rest has to come from good quality food. The reason that I say protein powders for straight after your workout or sometimes for throughout the day is because they are a much more efficient source of getting the protein in nice and quick. Be mindful, guys, that there are variations of each of these protein powders that are out there. So right here I've got a product called Anabolic Injection by Evolve, and this is a whey protein isolate, but also has a added amino acid profile and is higher in carbohydrates. And this is so that your glycogen is restored straight after your workout. We then have a WPI straight by itself here, so great for leaning out, toning, and just general muscle repair. And then in the front here, we've got Isopep by EHP Labs, which is hydrolyzed protein, which we'll go into another day, but basically your fastest absorbing protein that you can actually have access to. On my left, we've got Incredible Bulk by Evolve. This is a whey protein concentrate with, again, carbohydrates, and it's more of a mass gainer. You will find that most of your mass gainers that are available to you are protein blends or whey protein concentrates. Alternatively, we have the Oxy Whey, which is basically the lean form, low carbohydrates, low fat, low sugar, and added amino acid profile. One little tip that I can recommend you guys in terms of being more efficient economically is if you have a WPI and you can't afford to buy a WPC as well, you can actually slow down the release of the protein absorption within the body. To do this, you just need to change what source of liquid you're having it with. Most commonly, straight after your workout, you should be having your WPI with water, just because the water doesn't slow down the absorption of the protein within the body. Slow down the release of a WPI, all you need to do is add a different form of liquid to it. So that being full cream milk, it could be almond milk, it could be coconut milk, whatever you like. Be mindful that that is gonna add additional calories to your actual drink, but it is gonna work as a buffer and actually slow down the release of the protein, making it more appropriate for throughout the day. So my recommendations when it comes to WPI and WPC, first of all, is to look at where your protein is actually sourced. So with Evolve, it's sourced from Australian and New Zealand protein sources, which I'm really confident with. There is a high quality of standard when it comes to the manufacturing and the production in Australia and New Zealand protein sources. So another good thing to look out for when trying to decide on what protein you're going for is there an additional amino acid profile that's been actually added to the protein, okay? So this is gonna suit it more to your training goals, to your regulations. I know the EHP Labs add additional amino acids to their products, which is really good, and so do the Evolve, which is awesome too. Last thing I'm going to say is look out for proteins that are in their more natural state, all right? So try and find your naturally sourced proteins rather than your heavily refined, heavily processed products, because they're going to be better for your body. Your body's going to respond better to them, and it's less crap that we have to worry about that's actually running through us. All right, guys, and wrapping up. Again, just quickly, WPI straight after your workout, WPC for throughout the day. If you've only got one or the other, still take it. It's going to be better than taking nothing. Just, as I said, make sure you take it with a suitable liquid for it. So you want faster release, go with water. You want to slow down the release, go with milk, yogurt, whatever you have to. As usual, guys, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any supplements that you want me to talk about in the future, please let me know in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Take care.